What up?
Kids, let me tell you the story of how the world stopped being awesome and started boiling our brains like overcooked fettuccine. Spoiler alert, it involves heat waves, seizures, and a whole lot of sweaty science. So here's the sitch. As the planet cranks the thermostat past acceptable sauna levels, scientists, aka the nerds who couldn't get dates in high school, are finally waking up and saying, "Whoa, maybe heat messes with our brains." No kidding, Professor Obvious. Enter Jake, cute little dude, 5 months old, chill as a cucumber until BAM! Seizure. Why? Because it was hotter than a jalapeno's armpit. His mom, Stephanie, thought that was the scariest thing she'd ever see. Newsflash, it wasn't. Jake's seizures kept popping up like unwanted Facebook memories every time summer rolled around. Eventually, Jake was diagnosed with Dravet syndrome, which sounds like the name of an evil Bond villain, but is actually a gnarly neurological disorder that brings along a seizure-packed party, plus special guests like autism, ADHD, and trouble with sleep, eating, and walking. Oh, and did I mention heat makes it all worse? Here's the kicker. Jake's not alone. Scientists like Dr. Sanjay Sisodia, a legit brainiac from University College London, are connecting the dots between climate change and our gray matter short-circuiting. And trust me, this ain't just about Jake. We're talking epilepsy, stroke, migraines, multiple sclerosis, dementia, and even just being super cranky when it's hot out. Yes, bros and broettes, heat doesn't just melt popsicles, it melts brain function. You know how you make terrible decisions at 3 a.m. after 6 tequila shots and 0 AC? Turns out your brain is literally cooking under pressure, and the hotter it gets, the worse we all perform. Science! Let's break this down Barney style. Heat plus brain equals not awesome. Your brain's like a supercomputer in a finely tailored suit. It runs hot already. Add in climate change, boom! System overload. Brain cells are divas. Slight temperature change, and they're like, nope, we're out. Molecules that pass messages in your brain are heat-sensitive drama queens. They stop working right if it gets too toasty. Neurological conditions hate heat. People with epilepsy, MS, and other disorders already have their brains playing whack-a-mole. Heat turns that into whack-a-mole nuclear meltdown. Some meds mess with your body's internal AC, aka thermal regulation, leaving folks wide open to heat stroke. Not cool, literally. The elderly and heat waves, a tragic combo. Grandma plus dementia plus heat wave equals big risk. They might forget to drink water, shut the windows, or just wander into a sauna-like afternoon walk. Danger zone. Heat makes stroke risk skyrocket, and studies show even 2 extra deaths per 1,000 strokes on the hottest days. Doesn't sound like a lot. Multiply that globally. You're looking at 10,000 plus extra deaths per year. Brutal! Babies in the hot zone. Pregnant women in hot climates, higher risk of preterm births, which can lead to neurodevelopmental delays. One study showed a 26% increase in preemie births during heat waves. That's not just bad luck, that's science turning into real-world damage. Bonus horror. Brain-eating bugs. Mosquitoes carrying Zika, dengue, and chikungunya are loving the new warm climates like bros love a rooftop bar in July. And once your blood-brain barrier gets weakened by heat, it's open season on your central nervous system. Ugh! The psychological sizzle. Crank up the heat and people get more irritable, violent, and depressed. Climate anxiety is real, folks, and heat messes with your sleep, which makes everything worse. Even the meds people take for psychiatric or neurological issues can literally melt. You heard me. Your antidepressant could go soft if stored wrong in a heat wave. What now? Scientists are still figuring out if it's how hot it gets, how long it stays hot, or how hot it stays at night that matters most. Spoiler, all of it matters, especially if you're older, sick, pregnant, or broke. Yeah, climate change is a classist jerk too. Dr. Sisodia drops the final mic. What's hurting the most vulnerable today might mess with everyone tomorrow. Translation, if you think you're immune, think again. The era of the hot brain is just beginning. In conclusion, climate change isn't just about sea levels, polar bears, or your canceled beach vacation. It's about our literal mental capacity frying like bacon on asphalt. We need smarter cooling strategies, better policies, and maybe, just maybe, a society that doesn't treat Earth like a frat house after spring break. So suit up and chill out, because this planet, it's getting too damn hot to be awesome. Barney, cool mind, hot suit.